Hello, welcome to 20th Century Adventures. I'm Nathan Logston, and I'd like to talk to you for a minute about a really controversial subject, and that is hunting in buffalo check. Now, I'm not going to go on here and knock modern camo. There's a lot of really professional hunters out there that swear by it, and that's fine. There's some great stuff going on in that industry right now. Technology is always changing, and there's nothing wrong with hunting deer in modern camo. However, that's not what this channel is about. This channel is about sporting in historic ways. So we're going to talk about the original camo, which was red and black buffalo check, like the shirt that I'm wearing here. To quote the late great archery expert Fred Bear, he said, "Your grandfathers hunted deer nearly to extinction in red and black buffalo check. You don't need camo." Now, while this is true, we definitely don't want to expound upon the idea of hunting something to extinction. Conservation, all that. There's my public service announcement for today. So buffalo check works. Now this goes back to the 1870s when the red and black buffalo check first came out and was promoted for hunting. The idea is it breaks up your pattern. So really the most important part of hunting is staying still. And we're going to look at some video here in a minute on that will show you what I'm talking about. But the buffalo check does a really good job, and they're in a color spectrum that deer can't see. Now, green and black buffalo check was popular in the same period, but we now know that deer can see green pretty well, and so that may not be the best choice. It may be more visible than the red. The red does not show up in their color spectrum at all. So what I've done here is I've got some video I'm going to show you where I have taken video and altered the color as best as I can within the confines of the technology that I have to try to emulate what deer see and what that looks like to a deer. It's quite interesting. So let's get into that right now. So buffalo check comes about in the 1870s mainly as an answer to accidental shooting of other hunters. So it works like the blaze orange hats. It's visible to humans, not visible to deer. It's not in their color spectrum. So camo came in with the Vietnam War. We see that in the military, and that carried over into hunting. People realized they really liked the camouflage patterns because humans couldn't see it, which is also at the same time that we saw the rise of blaze orange for protecting people. So you can see that it's pretty visible in the woods, both the buffalo check and the blaze orange. Let's look at what a deer sees now. So this is the best rendering that I can do. Now notice how the pattern does show up here, but it's not as visible. When you get into a shadow, it really goes away. So when you're wearing buffalo check, try to hunt in the shadows. Now if you look here, you can just barely see me. I mean, deer do not have good long distance vision, so I've also blurred this a little bit. Deer see close up pretty well, but they don't see well at distances. So you can see now at a distance, that really blends in well. I mean, you can't see it, especially when I stop moving. It just totally disappears. So you actually have a little bit of freedom here to be able to move, and deer won't see it. It's pretty cool stuff. So I hope that's been informative. I hope you've enjoyed this. It's just kind of fun to play around with the editing technology and see what I can do. Now, if you would like to get your own buffalo check hunting clothing, this shirt that I'm wearing is one of ours from our product line at logstonandco.com. You can check that out online. And while you're at it, please like and subscribe to our channel and share this video with your friends.